funny car is now up on the line and fired. John Force and Tim Wilkerson. There's John. This is a rematch of the Bristol final. Of course, won by John. For John, it would be his 131st race win. Hey, look at Larry Dixon over the fence. He did that earlier. Didn't he do that in Chicago?
Man, he looked good doing that.
Yeah, athletic. Greets the whole family, and they congratulate him on his win.
Him and I used to jump fences when we were cutting school back in the day. Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, Mike, you did. Hey, Tim Wilkerson was telling me between rounds heading into this final against John Force that right lane, there's a bump there that last round in the semifinals that caused him to put a hole out. So he was studying the computer information, trying to figure out a way to keep that from happening this time as he was anticipating the right lane.
That guy.
By the way, the last number 16 qualifier to win a race was Del Worsham at St. Louis 7 years ago. The guy beat in the final is the guy who started this race in the bump spot, John Force. It's happened 4 times in history prior.
Well, John Force comes in here with lane choice, and everybody in the field categories in funny car except for Cruz Pedregon has chosen the left lane with the lane choice. And I don't think there's a big difference in the lanes, but obviously we heard Tim Wilkerson. He still has to race that right lane. Whatever he thinks that thing will give him, that's what he's got to try and get out of it and hope the numbers will be good enough to beat John. Look at that.
Tim Wilkerson of 419, 300 miles an hour to a losing 427 for John Force. Wilkes' 15th win. The final at Sonoma in 04, the last time that Tim beat John for a Wally. Wow. Nice work, Wilkes.
John was about 1/100 of a second off the starting line first. I think he got that because he went in deep, because after that, it was all Tim Wilkerson. That car just marched down the racetrack to get the win. Nice job.
Dave Reed.
Well, Jeff Jacobs is the car chief. What did you guys do for that final to beat John Force here in Norwalk today?
Actually, we changed the fuel switches just a little bit, put a little bit more clutch on it. The problem we have in this lane, there's a bump out there. It drops a hole every time it hits it, so it didn't that time.
How satisfying.
Very.
That could be the understatement of the year. Beating John Force anytime in a final, that's a good day of drag racing.
Now there's Tim. Yeah. Party, party, party.
For the second time this year, Tim Wilkerson, you get into victory lane, and that grin says it all.
Oh, it does.
But how special after what happened just a week ago in the final against John Force, when a fluky incident cost you in the first 100 feet?
Yeah, it really did. You know, we just missed a wire on that safety switch. It wasn't the safety switch's fault. Got to say that NHRA's device didn't fail. It was our malfunction. But I told you my biggest gremlin's that guy that talks a lot, that John Force guy. Boy, he's hard to get by. He's already won 4 this year, but we're proud to be a member of the Ford team. I'm going to say that right off the bat, Gary. And, you know, Dick Levi from Levi Ray and Schaub, his company's just been behind our car for so long. And, you know, the Diversified Yacht Service, he owns that company, too. And without those folks, we'd never make it here. So thank you, Dick, for all your help on our car. And hopefully we can make Ford and Summit, Dick Levi and Valvoline, all those people proud of us. And we're sure happy to be here.
I want to ask you, because you tuned the car, there was concern about a bump in the lane you were in that cost you a cylinder on a previous run. How apprehensive were you?
No, I was okay with that. After I seen what it did last run, Chris Cunningham and the Tasca team actually come over and help us strip the blower in between rounds. And we just changed the fuel curve of the thing. Believe it or not, I got a little trick up my sleeve I'm not going to tell you about. We cruised right over the top of that bump, went 419 low of the round, so that was perfect.
And you beat the rain. Go celebrate.
I'm going to. Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Woo!